receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Jack 16.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right back to Connor here on first. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
We got 4. Watch 2.
Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. On first down, Ryan. The trot, Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Steelers 48, Falcons 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 30 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? Like 80. What's up? 59, what's up?
Now Ben going to give this one the counter. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 37.
Like 20. Check 45 to Mike. Focus.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.